So, itong next problem naman, medyo, talaga, intimidating talaga yung 3D systems. But once nagamay mo na, madali lang din. So, review muna natin yung core concept ng components ng force. Now, let's say, I have a force. Wait lang. Ito na lang. Yan, let's say I have a force. Sabihin natin P. So, let's say meron siyang this is a force sa 2D system. So, let's say meron siyang component dito na 3, dito naman 4. And so, it makes the hypotenuse magiging 5 yan. But, to double check, you can just get the hypotenuse square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared. Diba? This is a 3, 4, 5 triangle. Yan. Now, diba, this is the distance along x. Ito naman, yan yung distance along y. So, to get the component along x pala, we have to multiply p by the ratio of parang adjacent divided by the hypotenuse. So, 3 divided by 5. Now, adjacent yan over hypotenuse kasi if this is our reference angle, yan, usually naman, with respect sa horizontal yung gagamitin natin, magiging kasi yan, cosine theta equals the force, yan, cosine theta is adjacent, yan, over hypotenuse. Yan, 5. So, kaya ito yung ratio niya. And then, py naman is p multiplied by yung vertical na distance, which is 4, divided by the hypotenuse, which is 5. Kasi that acts as sine theta, wherein we have opposite, which is 4, divided by the hypotenuse, which is 5. Yan. So, this is just like p cos theta. Ito naman, p sine theta. Yan. But be careful dito sa paggamit ng cosine or sine. Kasi, yung reference nito is yung angle talaga. So, kung yung given na angle is dito sa vertical, mag-iiba na yun. Mag-iiba na to. This will be sine. Ito naman cosine. So, just try to check the components talaga. Now, I am reviewing this kasi for 3D systems, the same lang din. For example, we have this force. Let's say this acts sa 3D system. Yan. Kasi meron siyang distances na ganyan. Mahala na yun. So, sabihin natin, ito yung distance along x, ito naman along y, and ito along z. Sabihin natin, p yan. So, yung hypotenuse naman nito is magiging ganito na. Square root of x squared plus y squared plus z squared. Yan. And so, if we want the components, parang ito lang, magiging px equals p multiplied by x divided by L. Kasi diba, ito lang naman yung distance along x. And then, this is the distance along L. Yan. So, the same lang din, for pz naman, p multiplied by the distance along z divided by L. Yan. So, let's apply it here. So, for the first question, which of the following most nearly gives the resultant of the force system in newtons? Yan. So, what we can do here is, this isn't in equilibrium, So meron talaga tayong net forces sa along x, along y, and along z. So let's sum up forces along x. Yan. Now the x-axis here is this one, yung pa-forward na axis. So yung merong components along x are the following. Itong force na to, it has a component along x kasi parang ganyan yung components niya. And then, itong 100 Newton na load, it also has a component along x which is acting pa-forward din. And then, it has a component along y which is acting this way. Yan. Now, itong dalawang forces, wala yan silang component along z kasi naka-flat kasi yan. Silang dalawa, yung 100 saka 80. Now, itong 75 Newton na load naman, meron siyang component along the z-axis na parang paganyan. And it also has a component along the y-axis which is acting paganto. So, I hope clear lang yung components. Now, yung assumptions pala natin for yung positive direction, mga ganon, if pa-forward yung axis na parang hindi pa ganyan, let's say ito, usually ito naman yung z-axis, but in this figure, x yung nilagay, so x na lang din yung gagamitin natin. So yung pa-forward na axis, yan yung positive direction by convention. And then, yung nasa right naman, ito, nasa right side, ito yung positive direction. And then, yung going up, that's also the positive direction. Yan. So, ito naman dito, let's make this the negative direction for the y-axis. And then, if we'll make a line here, yan, let's make it the negative direction along the x-axis. And then, sa z-axis naman, if we'll draw a line here, yan, let's say, merong force na pointing downward, magiging negative direction na yan. So, ito lang. Color na lang natin yung y-axis. So, for y-axis, gawin natin pink. Yan. For the z-axis, gawin natin purple. And then, for the x-axis naman, gawin natin blue. Yan. Para klaro yung natin, assumption ng direction. So, let's sum up forces along x. Itong dalawang forces, yung 80 saka 100, lahat ng components nila along the x-axis are acting pa-forward. So, we're just gonna use plus. So, dito pala, we have, diba, 80 yung force natin. But we have to multiply this by the distance along x divided by the length. Yan. So, yung lengths, ideally, diba, quiz man to, this is a previous quiz sa CC2. So, you have to be efficient talaga with your solutions. So, usually, yung ginagawa ko dito, para to avoid inputting a lot of values, iso-store na lang natin lahat ng mga hypotenuse ng mga forces natin. So, diba, we can draw a triangle here. Yan. So, it has a distance along y equal to 130. Yan. And it has a distance along x naman, which is 120. Yan. And then, itong 100 Newton na load, we can draw a triangle here. It has a distance along y, which is 240. From this point, patungo dito. So, 240 yan. And this is also 120 din, yung along x. So, 120. And then, this force naman, it has a component along the y-axis equal to 90 mm. Yan. From this point, patungo dito. And then, its height is 180. Yan. So, gagawin natin, di ba, ito yung force acting at point A, ito acting toward point B, ito naman acting toward point C. So, what if, isustor na lang natin ito, yung hypotenuse niya, lagay natin sa A, ito naman sa B, while this one, lagay natin sa C. Yan. So, yung value ng A natin is, sulat na lang natin, A is square root of 130 squared plus 120 squared. Yan. And then B naman is square root of 240 squared plus 120 squared. Yan. And then C is square root of 90 squared plus 180 squared. Yan. So, lagay natin yan dito. Square root of 130 squared plus 120 squared. Store natin sa A. Yan. And then square root of 240 squared plus 120 squared. Lagay natin sa B. And then ito naman, lagay natin sa C. So, 90 squared plus 180 squared. Yan. So, shift store C. Yan. So, meron na tayong values. So, gagawin natin is for the summation of forces along X, yung 80, i-multiply natin by the distance along X, which is 120, and then divide natin by the hypotenuse, which is nakastore sa A. Yan. And then, we have to add 100, this force naman, multiplied by the distance along X, 120 din, but divided by B. Yan, or the hypotenuse. So, this is equal to 80 times 120 over A plus 100 times 120 over B. Yan, we have 98.98. And then this is in naka-newtons yan. So, ito na yung sagot natin sa pangalawang question. Kasi, which of the following daw most nearly gives the x component of the resultant in newtons? So, ito naman yung x component niya. So, we have letter C pala. Yan. But wala pa tayong resultant. So, to get the resultant, we still have to sum up forces along Y. So, summing up forces along Y, di ba, magkaiba yung directions ng force na to saka ito. Kasi yung force nila along Y, for this one, paganyan, and then for this one naman, patungo dyan. So, opposing yung directions nila, so we have to use plus and minus. So, here we have, di ba, ito yung inassume natin as negative direction. So, minus pala yung 80. And then the distance along Y is 130. So, 130, divide natin by A. And then for this force naman, yan, that's going to the right. So, plus 100 multiplied by 240, the distance along Y, divide natin by B. But take note na itong force na to, it also has a component along Y, which is paganyan din, toward the right. So we have here still plus, and then the force is 75 multiplied by the distance along Y is 90. Yan. So 90 divide natin by C. So this is input natin minus 80 times 130 over A plus 100 times 240 divided by B, and then plus 75 times 90 over C. Yan. So we have 64.2 approximately. And then this is newtons. Now lastly, we have to sum up forces along Z. Now madali lang kasi itong force lang yung merong component along Z. So this is now 75 newtons, di ba? Acting upward yung ano niya, Z component. So plus lang, and then 180, yan yung distance along Z. Divide natin by the hypotenuse, which is nakastore sa C. Yan. So 75 times 180 divided by C, this is 67.08. Yan. So after which we can solve the resultant force F. So this is square root of fx squared plus fy squared plus fz squared. Yan. So magiging square root of 98.98 squared plus 64.2 squared, and then plus ano yan, 67.08 squared. Yan. So check natin. Plus 64.2 squared plus 67.08. Yan. So we have 135.71. So this is now our resultant force. So check natin. We have letter C. Yan. 136.